Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Malenk, editor of Commercial Integrator, and welcome to a 3 questions interview. Today, I'm joined by John Fry of ConnectWise. He's ConnectWise's manager of cell and low voltage sales. John, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate you reaching out. It's a lovely day here in Florida on a Friday, and looking forward to speaking with you.
I wish I could say the same up here in Boston, but I cannot. Are you ready to answer 3 questions for CI's audience?
Let's do it.
All right, so we just completed our annual State of the Industry survey, and I've been going through the results. And one of the things that unfortunately it shows is that a lot of the AV integration firms in the market are still struggling with converting to recurring revenue. You know, for so long, the industry was almost exclusively reliant on profits from product sales and sort of project margins. And they've known for a long time that it's important to make that transition to more of a service-based revenue, but they can't seem to do it. So what do you think of some of the obstacles that, even ConnectWise can help them to overcome?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a different way for them to do business. They're struggling to understand the types of packages they should put together, how to sell those packages. If they don't truly see the value themselves, how can they sell it to others? So once they get over that barrier, now what? How do they track the service agreements to ensure customer needs and SLAs are met? How do they handle tracking time to ensure they're not losing money on agreement? How do they handle building? What if someone calls with an issue? How do they track and dispatch? ConnectWise can help with all of those things, with an inherent functionality within the platform. But we also have an online university and our cadence to produce, meaningful, thought leadership. But probably more importantly, more than anything else, we have a very vibrant idea sharing community. It's pretty amazing to see our partners come together at ConnectWise or industry-related events and truly work to help each other in all facets of their business.
Okay, that's good stuff. I want to talk a little bit about the software end of it, because I think if you're a company, if you're a small and medium-sized business, and you're looking at a software solution that's going to help you with something like, converting to recurring revenue or managing a managed services process, or really any kind of objective you have that you think software is going to be a solution for, the company that you run to you is very personal, and you're probably skeptical about software in general because they think of software as being kind of like a one-size-fits-all type of solution, or expected to be like a one-size-fits-all solution. But you guys with your ConnectWise ecosystem, you can kind of have a different conversation with companies about that and talk to them about different ways that they can leverage different solutions that ConnectWise offers. Can you talk about that sort of perception of the one-size-fits-all versus what you guys offer?
Yeah, absolutely. So our goal is to connect all of our partners to solutions that simplify and really empower their success. And the ConnectWise platform is exactly that. It's a platform to run your entire business. Currently, we have in the range of about 160 integration partners that plug directly into our platform, so you can work through a single pane of glass, not having to jump back and forth between software products. Many of our solutions in our ecosystem are ones that integration firms already use today. QuickBooks, from an accounting perspective, is one that we run into quite often. But from an accounting perspective, we're certainly not limited there. We have quite a few that we integrate. We identified pretty early on how important, for example, D-Tools is to a large percentage of the integrator community. And we quickly realized that there are some purpose-driven pieces of D-Tools functionality that they bring to the table that we will quite simply never touch, especially with their data-driven, detailed engineering drawings. So we looked at that and we said, we need to integrate to that. And ConnectWise has, 100% fund this integration, and we are on pace to complete our beta cycle with them in about 30 days. So we take a very unique approach to the industry. Let's integrate to as much as humanly possible. And anybody that's seen some of our press as of late, there is a huge initiative with ConnectWise and the amount of money we're putting forth with integration. So some really awesome things that we've done so far, but some even better things to come as it relates to integrations.
Okay. So talking about software, to a software guy, I talk to a lot of businesses in this market. A lot of times, they're very focused on finding a software solution that's going to help them take their business to the next level, and they get really excited about the software, and then they bring it in house, and they realize a challenge that they didn't anticipate, which is that especially for well-established companies that have well-established processes, sometimes there can be a cultural obstacle when it comes to adopting new software. What advice do you have for firms that are looking to modernize the software that they're bringing in and improve their operations, but want to make sure that their employees can kind of get on the same page and get excited about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So you mentioned cultural. I think there's probably two main factors as well. There's technical and the cultural side. So depending on the size of the integrator, you're going to have at least one, if not several, in-house champions who really become your main point of contacts in the implementation process. I think the trickier side, and we hear this quite often, is what you mentioned, is the cultural side. So many integration firms that we have spoken to, they've been in business for a very long time. They're generally very healthy from a revenue and financial perspective. And the reality is this: the human instinct is resistant to change. There needs to be a buy-in from the top down, and potentially some tough love as part of that process. An integrator needs to truly understand how adopting software will impact that persona, the various work roles that the software is touching throughout the entire organization. Take the time to truly understand this and have your in-house champions sit with the various people and provide the evidence as to why the software will make their lives easier. There's quite a few reasons why an integrator would potentially adopt something like ConnectWise. From all the data we've collected, saving time always tops the list, and time is something I guarantee we all wish we had more of.
Okay. John Fry from ConnectWise, thank you so much for taking the time to answer 3 questions for the CI audience.
Tom, thank you. I appreciate it and look forward to talking to you again sometime in the near future.